for reportedly turning him and his ex-wife Teresa Giudice over to the FBI for their tax offenses. Joe Giudice criticizes RHONJ actors Melissa and Joe Gorga. The turmoil over who contacted the FBI on Joe and Teresa Giudice of the Real Housewives of New Jersey has continued, with the former placing the blame on Melissa and Joe Gorga for the entire incident. Teresa boldly claimed during that RHONJ Season 13 reunion that Melissa turned her and her then-husband in, which sparked new rumors. The now-divorced couple was sentenced to prison for a variety of crimes, including tax and bank fraud, with Joe Giudice of serving more than 3 years and Teresa serving less than a year. In the end, they served out their sentences separately so that one parent could remain with the kids at all times. Although Teresa and Joe Giudice have served the majority of their prison terms, the intrigue around how they got there continues. Joe Giudice reiterated Teresa's recent assertions during an appearance on the Behind the Velvet Rope podcast, following Teresa's remarks at that RHONJ Season 13 reunion. "I believe Melissa and Joe were responsible for informing the FBI." He said that his ex-partner's attorneys, who went to the feds, appeared to be good friends with RHONJ's Melissa and Joe Gorga. Even while this is a huge accusation in and of itself, Joe Giudice reportedly said that he received this information from a man who had previously worked for the FBI. Because of this, he considers the Gorgas surrendering to be fact. "Melissa and Joe went to the feds to feed them all this information," he said in conclusion. Yes, who hasn't cheated on their tax returns and other things? Joe Giudice repeatedly criticized Melissa and Joe Gorga during the same podcast session and asserted that they ought to be grateful to him because they received compensation for Teresa Checks In, a RHONJ spin-off that focused on Teresa's time in prison. Aside from the accusation's central blame game, Joe Giudice seems to think that someone turning him in to the FBI is worse than the crime he committed. He minimizes his tax fraud by implying that many other people also do it. Therefore, to him, it is not a huge concern. He does this by asking, who didn't? It's a significant deal because this situation includes breaking the law. He obviously wants to know who reported him because it has an impact on him and his entire family. It's not a good position to be in, though, to care more about the informants than you do about the crimes you committed. There is no sign of Teresa and the Gorgas conflict ceasing anytime soon. The recent RHONJ Season 13 reunion and Joe Giudice's podcast remarks, if anything, demonstrated that things are intensifying even more. It is up to individuals at the center of the scandal to try to fill in the blanks with various charges, regardless of whether they are real or not. Caroline Manzo recently claimed she knows who called the FBI on the Giudices, but refused to give any names. It's not unexpected that they're blaming the Gorgas, but it's doubtful that the whole truth will ever be revealed to either confirm or deny these claims. Thank you for watching. Write what you think about it. Subscribe to the channel.